2024 and the year 2025. I think that it's very essential that we put our mental health at the frontal lobe of our life when it comes to stepping into new areas of life, meaning it can be family vacations, getting married, getting a fiance, kids, having kids, planning kids. Ultimately, it could be a little bit of everything, but it comes down to doing the work. And like they say in the Bible, faith without work is dead. So we have to be very mindful that we have to sit here and put energy into everything we say we want from life. If we decide to take the time to acknowledge our cries, our tears, acknowledge our pain, acknowledge our happiness, acknowledge our smiles. It's too often that we don't even sit back and appreciate that we smile for that day or we had a good day because we do get so tied up in the day being trash, or tied up in the day being, some bullshit, just keeping it real because sometimes it's really like that. Sometimes the day ain't hitting. Sometimes the day ain't right. Sometimes you don't even feel like dealing with anything that has to go on that day. But you know what? You step up to the plate and you do what you have to. And too often we forget that that is important. That is a step for your mental health because there are people who will just lay there. There are people who will just be okay with staying where they are and expecting a different result. Too many times we are often in a place of confusion and not realizing it, that we do not have it together. I know there are times where I definitely do not have it together. It definitely took steps and tools and knowledge and patience and understanding to grasp the concept of what it is to literally understand yourself. Too often we sit up here and say, "Oh, well, I know me, and I wouldn't deal with this," and we deal with things that we say we wouldn't deal with, but then we do, and then others do it, and that gives us what, the room to judge. That's pretty much what the setup is. That's like the setup for what it is. I definitely want to talk about No Love Lost 2.0 coming out. I'm really excited to start promoting that show. I do the No Love Lost podcast with Mario as well, but I'm also going to be doing my own show, which is No Love Lost 2.0. Hey, what's up? Good morning or good night, depending on what time frame you in. My nose ring hat came out. Yeah, of course. I want everybody to subscribe and like. I'm just talking about mental health in the year 2024 and going into 2025 and how do we basically put our wants and desires and not only our wants and desires but our needs at the frontal lobe of the year because a lot of times people go into a new year and then, oh, it's a new year, new me. Um, Listen, that same toxic bitch you was yesterday, you gonna be that today if you don't start making some steps to be something different. And the biggest thing is I always tell people is don't lie to yourself because too often we'll sit up here and we'll tell ourselves that we're good and we're not. It's too often we'll sit up here and be like, "Oh, I'm good. Ain't nothing bothers me," or I'm King Petty. Let me tell you something. I used to be like that. I used to literally like what we could take it there, in my early 20s, and then as I got older, I started to chill out. Like not only because I had a kid, but I started realizing like, oh shit, like being mad is like stressful. Like it take your energy to be mad, and it take your energy to be miserable. It's a choice, and that's the biggest thing that I believe that people have to start making is a decision to choose to be happy, a decision to choose to want more for their life. Too often people sit up here and complain about the world or the government is not doing this or the world's not doing this for us. Okay, you're looking for a handout, and I'm not even saying anything financially. I'm saying you're looking for somebody to fix it. You fix it. You're not happy, fix it. You don't like your job, apply for a new one. And if it's not that simple to get one, okay, if you start looking, eventually you will find something that you desire. I do not believe in doing things I don't like because when you really don't like something, you're not going to put your energy into it. You're not. You're not going to sit up here and care enough to be like, oh, yeah, I'm ready to go to work. Who the hell want to go to work? You know, who the hell want to sit up there and be annoyed and aggravated and dealing with disrespectful bosses and stuff like that? You know, like to me, like I ain't trying to deal with none of that. I ain't trying to deal with nobody's bullshit. I've done that enough. I'm only 33 years old and I'm tired of people. So now I've gotten into a space where I've been able to work for myself for the last year. And let me tell you something. I love it. I love working for me because ain't nobody gonna pay me like me and ain't nobody gonna do me like me. Like I do still do like contracts and stuff like that with other places that do services for the clients that I work with. But once again, that's not my boss. You know, that's working for myself. We sign a 1099. Hey, okay, we agree. We have meetings every few months, and boom, that's it. So I don't really too often talk about what I do for work, but I do a little bit of working for myself, and then I do a little bit of I do contracts, and I love it. It gives me the freedom to be home with my family. You know, I'm planning my wedding right now with my fiance, and then not only that, we are also planning to have our first child. So together, because I already have a kid, but to have a kid together. So we got a lot going on for 2025, and we're definitely excited to continue to grow on this channel. I just appreciate all the love. I appreciate anybody watching, subscribing. You can definitely find us on Apple, Apple Podcasts. You can find us on there. You can find us on Spotify. Spotify is No Love Lost. And same thing on Apple is No Love Lost as well. You know, because that's the biggest thing is a lot of people don't know where to listen to your show, and I'll show you where to listen to it. One thing about it is I'm gonna show you because I need your followers and I need you to subscribe. So this is the show. It's No Love Lost. It's Mario Norman and Sophia McPherson. That's my co-host. We have been doing this since August. YouTube, I think I've been doing YouTube since October or September. And currently, my cat is in the middle of having her babies. I am so excited. She is literally her name is Miracle. This is gonna be her second litter. Unfortunately, I did not want her to have more kittens, and I had gave her to a close friend of mine. You know, like I was like, listen, just take this female cat because I don't want her getting pregnant. So he took her, and come to find out, she was pregnant already. She was already pregnant. She was already Yeah, so she was sitting up here, pregnant as hell, having her babies. I know it's got that Mary Jane going on. That's because that rolled over that delicious. Oh, I know you ain't talking about me. I don't talk about stuff like that online. Um, but anyway, she's had two babies so far. If you guys go on my channel and subscribe and like, you could also see the videos. I started posting videos of her giving birth. She went into labor around 7 o'clock last night. What would that be? That'd be 12:30, 2024. She definitely went, and she sat up there and went into labor, had her first baby. She was on the bed, like made her. My friend made her a whole birth in bed, and for some reason she wanted to be on his bed to have her kittens, and that's exactly what she did. So when he came home, he called me, he said, "Hey, can you come in?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm coming," cause you know he right there, and he's like, "Look." And I said, "What happened?" He was like, "Oh, she just had a baby." I said, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, she just had a baby." I was like, "Miracle?" And he was like, "Yeah." We knew she was pregnant, but we did not know it was to that extent. So this is Miracle. She is That's her one baby. She had a she right now she has a little tabby, and then she has before I left the house. No, not when I left, but not before. I had left the house. She still was. No, she was on baby number two, I think. Anyway, she has an orange baby now too. She has that one too. She had an orange one, and I know because my fiance has sent me a picture of it. No, he sent me a video. I think he sent me a video of her with the orange one. I think this is it right now. Is this the one? I don't know if that was the live or is this the one. Yeah, but baby girl is she. I don't know how many babies she done had or she will have by the time I get back home. To see her and stuff. But she had me. This is her last litter though, cause the father he knew this. This is the father right here. This is Christian Dior. This is senior, cause we definitely have a junior. And I sat up here and got this little nigga. I mean, this little boy neutered, right? And I'm thinking like, okay, he's about to chill out. He's not gonna be so hormonal and wouldn't have sex all the time with her. No, this boy got her pregnant before he was neutered. So she had to get pregnant at least. We had split them up, I think, in October. We had split them up the last week of October. And she just gave birth yesterday, December 30th. I don't know if she's still giving birth. She shouldn't be. Last time she gave birth, it was at like 4 o'clock. Oh, April 18th, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 2023. Yeah, it was 2023. And she gave birth on April 18th at 4 in the afternoon. And she finished up giving birth around 7:30 that night. So I don't know how long this one was going to take her or how long she was going to be, sit up here going into labor because I had to leave. But I hope she's all right. And I'm sure she's all right. I just worry about all my babies because, if you're my animal, you gonna be taken care of. Because, like, my dog, his dog food is $85 a month. He's on the farmer's dog. Like, I do not play when it comes to my animals. My animals go to the vet. I don't just have animals. They get checked up. They got a doctor. They get looked at. They go to the groomers. And let me tell you something, Petco. Petco pissed me off. Let me talk about Petco briefly. Petco sat up there and told me I had an appointment for the 24th because I wanted to get my Yorkie, my teacup Yorkie. I wanted to get him, nice and cute for Christmas because, I had bought him a few different outfits to wear. Child, they canceled my damn appointment the day before. They canceled my appointment on the 23rd. How the hell was I supposed to get another groomer's appointment from anywhere without 24-hour notice? It annoyed me. Petco, count your effing days because you were wrong for that. You're nasty. You're no good. You're blood clot. Me not care about nothing you do. Me no shop there no more. Me not give you no my money. You get nothing from me. You're bomba clot. And I just feel like, they're not getting no more money from me. I'm gonna go to PetSmart or something. I'm about to go to somebody else for my grooming. And I only went to Petco because they do cats too. And a lot of actually grooming places do not do cats. And see, I have 2 male cats, and then I have a male teacup Yorkie. So I used to have a female cat, but I gave her to my friend to take care of, so he could basically, take care of her and raise her and shit. I guess you know what I mean. And whatever the case may be, she but he set up here. He's like, he's talking about keeping all of them. I said, keeping all of what? He said, keeping all the cats. I said, Ninja. Ninja. I wanted to say, Ninja, are you a fool? What's wrong with you? But I didn't say that because, like, he want to be the cat man. I see. He definitely want to be the cat man, and he definitely can't be. You need to leave that alone because he do not like cleaning no litter box. And you gotta clean a litter box if you're gonna sit up there and have a whole bunch of cats because your house will have a pneumonia smell. I tell that to people. I said, having animals is work. Every day if I'm like not at home, or if I come home in the morning, or if I wake up in the morning before I do anything I got to do in the day, the first thing I do is I make my rounds. I literally have to make rounds. I have to go to the cat room because my cats have their own room. I have to go to their room. I have to take their supplements out because they're on supplements, to help with their fur and skin to keep them looking good. Vitamins, for the animals. So I'm breaking their vitamins up, getting their food, making sure their little fountain is still full of water because they got a water fountain in their room to drink from. I'm still making sure that's done. Then boom, next thing step, I go into the cat closet. I pull out the wee wee pads for the puppy. All right, then I'm going to the refrigerator. I gotta get the farmer's dog out. I gotta get to clean the puppy's bowl. Put the farmer's dog in there. Change his water. Sit up here. Lay a puppy pad down. Then boom, let him out. He runs to the food. He eats. He cleans. Then I already know he about to piss and shit right after he eat. I already know that. Like I know my dog. Uh, so then he go do his thing. It's a routine every morning. It's like having kids, and then that ain't even the part. The crazy part, the other part is then having to sit up there and make sure you have lunch and dinner ready. No, not lunch for your client that lives with you, and you have to also have you got to get them up and get them together, get them dressed, get them right, give them medicine. It's definitely a lot of energy. So yeah, my energy is definitely starting to run a little faint when it comes to situations like that. But I'm trying to remain strong. I'm not trying to sit up here and feed too much into negativity or getting upset because I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I do feel overwhelmed at times, but what can I do? That's really the truth. What can I do? What am I gonna do? Say, oh no, I can't sit up here and do this. No, like, come on. Like, I wanted this. I wanted to sit up here and working for yourself. You work harder. That you definitely do work harder. And I think I didn't realize that until I started doing that. I still do work for a company, but that's part time. It's only twice a week, depending on sometimes when they need me three. But it definitely is a challenge. I'm definitely feeling challenged lately. And I'm trying to get my mind right. Trying to get my mind right. Mm. So make sure y'all go on Spotify and Apple. Listen to the podcast, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when you anything that I'm on and that I'm involved with when it comes to social media, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna joke, you're gonna think it's funny, because I'm definitely a person who likes to laugh. I'm definitely a person who likes to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. I like to crack jokes. Sometimes I am the joke, and I'm okay with that. I know who I am as a person. I know where I stand as a person. So I know that I gotta be adventurous and enough to even get on here, getting on YouTube and getting on Instagram and Facebook and being able to push your brand and push what you want to do and make money. That ain't easy because consistency is key. And the biggest part that I was messing up when I first started doing this was I was not as consistent, but I've become more consistent. I've done the research, and people think that content creating is so easy. Like it's just a boom, one, two, three. It's a lot of editing. It's a lot of things you need to learn in order to grow your channel. You just can't just get on live for 20 minutes and say, you know what, I did my big one. I'm good now. No, it don't work like that. You got to put more energy into it. Now you got to say, okay, I did this. Now what else do I have to do? I was live on my iPad, but the iPad cameras are trash. Like, I don't even know why they still make iPads. If they do, they need to stop because as much as I love iPhone, I love me some iPhone, but they definitely is trash when it comes to the cameras on the iPads. They definitely could work on that. That would definitely be much appreciated. I'm just saying, it would be really appreciated if, please, stop. Why somebody say, shit, how you think the only thing you have is the ability of is willing, able to. What the hell is wrong with people? Why do people get on here and just be talking nonsense? I know this guy that got that Mary Jane on him, that devil's cabbage, that roller dola, that delicious divinicious spinach that's floating Popeye, that green machine cigarette. Never mind, wrong live. What the heck? What the heck was even that? I don't even know. I'm not even gonna wow. I'm not even gonna get too much into that. Um I definitely love my girl Peach McIntyre. They're dirt poor Louisiana towns where entire families live on $500 weekly. I don't know why I like watching that. Do any of y'all like watching like Discovery Channel and History Channel? I like watching the swamp people. I be into that stuff. And like the dirt poor towns, like the people who do those YouTube shows, I be liking that stuff too. Like it'd be interesting to me. I don't be no offended no ways. So, yes, yes, I am a New Yorker, but I definitely got that Southern twang. I got my ring got refitted, so got my ring back on. Which my fiance was definitely happy about that because the ring I had before, it used to I could go like this and the ring would just slide off. But now it's on there. I told him it's still a little loose, but it's perfect because it don't go past the knuckle unless I twist it. So it feels so different. Like I haven't worn my ring in so long. It feels so different, literally, like having a ring on my hand, like the weight. I miss the weight of it. Definitely miss the weight of it. But I'm gonna end this live. I will be back on live. What time? I'll be back on live probably in the morning when I cook breakfast. I have to cook breakfast for the guys that I work with. I have four people that I work with that are autistic. I only work with them 2 nights a week, so I usually make their breakfast. So their breakfast usually is made around 5 a.m. So it's 2:45 now. So I should be making breakfast. About what, 2 hours and 15 minutes? That's a good minute. I got a good time. I got a good little time before I gotta make breakfast. But it's all good. It's gonna get done. Hey, bye bye. All right. Much love. This is No Love Lost. You can follow us on Instagram at No Love Lost Pod. You can email us. All our tags for Spotify and Apple are sitting right in the description, and it's also on our profile. Our TikTok, what is it, Lemon now? Because TikTok was supposed to get banned, but they don't know if it is or it's going to be temporarily held off. But they definitely said to sign up for Lemon, and it's literally, I think it's owned by TikTok as well, and they put them kind of together. So just appreciate showing the love and subscribing and liking and thumbs up. Please continue to thumbs our stuff up. You like watch the videos and just thumb it up. I don't care if you watch the videos for a few seconds. Just thumb them up because you know what? It just helps my channel grow. It helps me grow as a content creator, and it also helps me grow as a business mind person because it also helps to encourage. Because sometimes when I don't get those thumbs up or those shares or those new subscribers, it doesn't discourage me. It actually just pushes me to keep trying because everybody that is on this platform that is monetized or isn't monetized but working on it had to start from somewhere. And as I do and begin this journey, I have my brother Mario, he's my co-host. So I put a lot of the energy of what we put on the podcast up here. It's called No Love Lost. And that podcast definitely is self-healing. And me and my brother do it. Basically, it was at first we was like, oh, we just want to have good conversation, have a drink on Sundays, watch football, nothing too deep. And then it turned into, you know what? I told him how I used to podcast, and he said, "Oh, I want a podcast too." I said, "Yeah, but are you going to remain consistent? Because consistency is key with anything you do, even with your own business. When you want your own business, you need to remain consistent to become that entrepreneur that you believe you are, and that you probably are. But the more you put in yourself, you'll find when you're lazy, you'll know. Nobody will have to tell you because you'll know already. So you should know from right then and there how to pivot and move around situations. Being lazy and expecting different results are going to leave you in the same place, depressed, mad, hurt, and ashamed with yourself. This is No Love Lost. I'm Zafir. One love.